Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Panthers are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against that Jaguars offense that knows they'll be challenged. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. Now Heineke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Still shedding tackles. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, McMahon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, McMahon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Good henchman and defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down. McMahon. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's go. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. McMahon under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Green 39. Green.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And some space here. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 62 yards.
And he scored his first touchdown of the year in last week's game. So now he's hoping that helps establish a rhythm. And maybe now he can score a few in bunches, starting with this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Looking to throw. McMahon. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Back to throw. McMahon. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And an alley to run. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. On first down, McMahon. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dominique Alexander. In to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From the gun, McMahon. And this is incomplete. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. To throw on second down. McMahon. And he rifles one incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Here's Colton Schmidt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, McMahon is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McMahon. This is taken in by Chad Williams. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. McMahon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, McMahon. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Twisting away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 46. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room and avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards there on a first down. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. They'll throw now on the final play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Jaguars won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Panthers come out on 3rd and 4. Bailey's able to get open here, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. They strike first in the half. 1st and 10. Boone's wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. Jaguars now later on the drive. He stays up the middle on the run, and he caps off the long drive with the TD. Now to late in the first half. We're tied back up at 7. Completion will be made here to a wide open man, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 3-yard line. Still late in the first half. Walter's the target here, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. Panthers up by a touchdown. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you up to North Carolina for the second half with Brandon and Charles. Gents.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Off the play fake. McMahon. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, that's Stevenson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know from an offensive perspective, you want every play to be a big play. But sometimes the defense actually wins, and they did there on that draw play. Good job by the runner just taking care of the football because he didn't want to compound a bad play by turning it over.
And it's picked up by the Panthers.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Off play action. McMahon. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Blue line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They run a draw here on second down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. For the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1. This is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Barth now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Throwing on 1st down. McMahon. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McMahon. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake. McMahon. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. David King. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room here to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. They'll set up a throw. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. McMahon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw on third down, McMahon. And some room to work. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, McMahon. And that is incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McMahon. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now out come the Jags. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Off play action. McMahon. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd and short. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. McMahon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Panthers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Look to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Heineke. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.